Good evening. This is Tamara Sweeney from Love Dominates. I am making this video actually for my kids. I've been contemplating on whether I should do this or not. I really don't have this planned out, but I'm just going to speak from my heart because I have tried for 20 some years now to be respected, to be loved, to be just a family. And I fought for 20 years to keep that family together, and I did the best that I could. And now I'm leaving this message for my children that it's time for me to move on. I have tried for the past 7 years to be in their lives, but as long as they're controlled by the Goldilocks parent, alienator, whatever you want to call it, they are never going to understand. It took me 20 years to finally say I've had it with all the chaos and all the abnormalities and, the just chaos. It was crazy. So it took me 20 years to figure out. So I'm not expecting my kids to figure it out. I created Love Dominates so that they would know that I do love them, and hopefully it won't take them 30, 50 years to figure this out. I actually married someone I didn't know. I was set up on a blind date. Yes, I fell in love. Yes, I was very naive. I was only 25 years old. Everything that was said to me was a lie. My whole entire marriage was a lie, which is hard to swallow. But I'm here, and I just want my kids to know how much I love them, because the alienator, Goldilocks parent is going to sit there and say, see, I told you, your mom is selfish. She's just doing whatever she wants. She doesn't care about you. No, that's not true. I sat around for 7 years trying to get into my children's lives. I accepted all the rejection. I accepted all the hate, all the demands from my children. They were trying to teach me how to talk, walk, behave. I mean, the demands were just insane. They wanted me to admit things that I didn't do. And I know it's not them. This was all done in fear of their father, or that alienator, sorry. So, everybody knows my story. I'm very transparent. I put everything out there. Basically, I married someone I didn't know, fell in love with him. He was never home for the children. I raised my kids for 10 years with him leaving for a month or 6 weeks at a time, saying he was working, and then he'd come home, see the kids for the weekend, and leave again. So I handled the house, the interior work, the exterior work, the contractors, you name it. I did all of it. I raised 4 kids under 5 years. I tried bringing them up around family. I grew up in a family life. Every Sunday we went to church, went to our grandparents' house, had dinner. I was all about the family. I brought tradition in for my children for holidays. I went all out. I was trying to teach my kids life experiences, either go play sports or be in theater, or, I was trying to get them to find their passion in life. I didn't want them to work for a paycheck. I wanted my kids, to have life experiences, to find their passion in life, to wake up every day saying, I love what I'm doing. I can't be anywhere else. I'm so happy. That's how I tried to raise my kids. Um, anyway, being in a house with a narcissistic ex, I didn't realize at the time. I just thought he came from a dysfunctional family and didn't have holidays. They never celebrated. They always made fun of my family. My mother-in-law always put down my parents. Never wanted to be in the same room with them. So if she came in town, my parents weren't allowed to visit. I mean, it was just the most bizarre things. I could go on and on about the stories. But basically, what the alienator does, they try to isolate you. They go behind your back. They're talking bad about you to your friends and family and siblings and parents. And they do that divide and conquer. And if you ever leave that person, then they get all those people to go against you. And let me tell you, it's very difficult. Very difficult. I reacted because I stood my ground. I stood by my intuition, what was right and what was wrong. I gave birth to 4 kids. I think I know what's in my child's best interest. I knew them from the minute they were born till the second he took them away from me. And I feel the only people in life who know their children are their parents. I didn't have a husband when I was married. I was single, and I slept in a bed by myself. Even when he was home, he was drinking and would pass out, couldn't even make it up the stairs. So my point to doing this video is I want people to be able to resonate with me. I want them to understand that they are not bipolar. They are not crazy. They are not, a bad mom or a bad dad or a bad parent. Because whether this narcissist is mother or father or this alienator, they, bottom line, are not human. They don't have a soul. They don't care about anyone but themselves. And what they want to do is just hurt you. So they're going to take away the ultimate thing that you love the most in life, and that's your children. So do not be afraid of the courts. Do not be afraid of the judge. Do not be afraid of the police or the therapist, because they all work together, even the public school systems. I have nailed this down and tracked everything. And this will come to light in due time. But I was making this video for my children because I am living the dream. I am happy. I'm finally happy. I am doing exactly what I wanted my whole entire life. I want to sail around the world. I want to see places. I want to see different cultures. I want to learn the history of other people's cultures. I just thrive that. And I have succeeded. First step, I received my RYA Competent Crew Skills for sailing. So I received my certificate in Croatia. That was step 1. Step 2, I got to take 40 hours of theory, then my day skipper. Yes, I'm going for day skipper. And if I complete that and keep going, might as well go for my yacht master. So, I hope my children one day are happy for me and are proud that I didn't let the alienator kick me down. I mean, I went through so much. I went through guilt. I went through shame. I went through the embarrassment of being a mom but can't be with my kids. I mean, I feel like my children are dead. I haven't seen them since 2012. except for my youngest, because he dangled that back and forth. That way he could still control me. But this June, I had a talk with my son. He knows exactly where I am. I have never lied to my kids. I keep telling them the truth, even though that sounds like I'm telling them about their father. No, I'm telling you the truth. I still think my children should love their father. He made some bad decisions in his life, but it doesn't mean you don't love your father or you don't love that parent. I am not angry. I am frustrated, absolutely, because this is insanely ridiculous. But when you deal with someone that can't negotiate, that cannot co-parent, you cannot do anything about it. Nothing. He controls my kids with money and power. And he taught my children, or our children, to disrespect their mother, to disrespect me, to demean me, to belittle me, to put me down. But it's not going to work. It's not going to work. I'm living my life. I'm living my dream. And I can't beat it. I've met people that have the same dreams and passions as myself, and it's very easy. Life can be very easy, and life can be very simple if you choose love over hate in everything you do. If you choose compassion over judgment. You might have your own opinions, but don't ever judge other people, because you are not in their shoes and you do not know the true story and what they're going through. And number 3, love is the ultimate power, so love dominates. That is why I created Love Dominates. And I'm going to keep sending this message over and over and over again until my children finally figure it out. I'm here, I'm waiting for my children with open arms, with a big heart, because I love them to death. But I have no control. I have someone who can't co-parent. Because if that parent was a good parent, they would sit there and make their child go be with the parent that loves them. My kids have had no life. They lost their childhood. They have no holidays. All they have is drinking, partying, gambling, and money. Money can't buy you love. Money will not buy you happiness. If you have love in your heart, true love, true love for yourself, respect for others, and you're humble, and you have forgiveness, then you're living a real life. I hope this video helps, and I hope one day my kids see this video and understand how much I love them, and I hope all these other children that follow me or other followers are strong enough to go out and speak out and start speaking from your heart and letting your kids know how much you love them. We shouldn't have to go through this, but when you're dealing with the impossible, there's nothing else we can do. Anyway, go to lovedominates.com, and I hope this helps. Follow me, because I am going to continue this blog on my journey on hopefully getting my yacht masters, and I want to blog how happy I am. All right, ciao.